Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the GameSpot Newsroom. I'm Maxwell McGee here with Tom McShay, and we are about to talk about the fastest thing alive. Tom, you just saw Sonic Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World.
Yes, what I did.
What'd you think? I know you love Sonic, as do I.
Full disclosure
One of
here,
us is lying.
I am not a fan of Sonic. However, based on my knowledge of what Sonic is and what I think this is a really good Sonic game.
Great.
So I interviewed the developer for about a half hour. We talked about it. And I guess my main takeaway from it is 3D is tough. Like, it's really tough to make a Sonic game in 3D because it's all about speed, and navigating 3D spaces is tough.
If you'll recall, they tried to do that on the Sega Saturn with Sonic Extreme. It was you sort of like ran around on the globe and could come in and out and do all sorts of crazy stuff like that, but that game never came out.
Yeah, well, basically, since the advent of these consoles that can do it, they've been trying to figure out how to do 3D. And in this time, there is 3D, and it's the forced running 3D that we've seen before, but it's usually 2D.
Yeah, in the trailer you saw like right there you're running down tubes or you're running around platforms like that. But then it also goes into these 2D sections.
Yeah,
as well.
and there's a lot of 2D stuff. And they've also tweaked your speed, so you're usually running because what the heck, you're Sonic.
Because this is a Sonic
But you can
game.
also walk, and when you walk, it's super precise controls and platforming.
Okay, because that was something I really didn't like about Generations in the 3D segments. Was like when you were in that flow and you were running through it, it felt really good. But if you ever had to like stop and walk around and try to line up,
it didn't work right.
Your character, you would just jerk around and it was not very good.
So yeah, when I actually played this game, I was able to like get the hidden red coins, and I was able to do it with precision by walking, and then I would sprint again. And it felt pretty good.
I mean, that was something that was always really great, and something I really liked about like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 was that they did have that really good balance of there's the really fast sections where you just feel cool and you're blowing through stuff, but when you did have to stop and do some platforming, the game didn't just completely fall apart. Like
I know it works.
At least for me, I thought it was really good.
I also asked about it because he has these friends, and his friends suck. Like everybody has friends.
Everybody hates Sonic's friends.
So I asked him about the friends, and he said, well, some people like the friends.
Yeah.
He wasn't defensive about it. It's just a fact. And he said, but they are relegated to the story mode.
Okay.
And the story, as
there are modes. I didn't even know.
Well,
tell me.
It's just there's just one mode.
Oh, okay.
He's relegated to just the story, I should say.
Oh, okay.
And like Colors and Generations, story is mostly in the background. So it's not as like the creepy stuff from Sonic 06. Like that's he didn't say it, but he intimated it.
Okay.
So this is a pure Sonic game that gets its variety from the horse's mouth. The variety comes from the level design, not from like these gimmicks of other characters.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty cool, and it's there's gonna be.
Did you play the section that we've been seeing in the trailers, sort of like the Green Hill?
Yes, I played a Green Hill section.
Okay.
And it has some gamepad functionality. This is for the Wii U and it's for the 3DS. And the gamepad functionality is like the powers from Sonic Colors and are now.
Because you could like turn to a rocket or like a little spike ball.
And it's activated by like gyro controls or touch controls, and it's smartly put in there. So.
Does it have the homing spin dash where like you would jump up in the air and then you could lock onto like a bounce pad or an
It's
enemy?
just like double tap A basically.
Yeah.
Like it's really easy to do, and it's really quick, and your momentum goes. So it totally seems like they recognize that Sonic has not always been good. And they are trying to make a game that capitalizes on what Sonic does when Sonic is good.
Okay.
So I really think, as someone who doesn't like Sonic, I really think people who like Sonic are going to love this game.
All right. Well,
and it's also gorgeous. Have you seen how good looking it is?
We're looking at it right now.
It moves fast, and it just looks, it's inviting.
Well, if it can convert Tom McShay, it can convert anybody. That was, what is the game called?
Sonic Lost Worlds.
Sonic Lost Worlds.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tom. Did they give any idea of when it would be coming out?
It'll be holiday.
Holiday this year, 2013?
This holiday.
All right.
Yes.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for tuning in. As always, head on over to GameSpot.com for our continuing E3 2013 coverage.
Hashtag GameSpot E3. Hit us up.
Super speed.